chat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. Today, I'm in my obsidian desert. You know what? I'm realizing now just how much work this thing was for, like, a very bizarre effect that, like, makes it kind of hard to see in the day. But I'm here in the obsidian desert, and I'm here because I want to work on a little bit more building off it today. I have destroyed an entire end city to get my hands on a ton of purple blocks, as well as a ton of endstone bricks. Although, actually, I don't know where the endstone bricks all are. Again, that's an issue I guess we're going to have to come back for later. But I have a ton of endstone bricks, I have a ton of purple blocks, and today I intend to make myself an end city. So how is everyone doing today? I am doing terrible. Thank you for asking. I just wanna level before we start this one in case this goes badly. I got vaccinated yesterday. A lot of people found that funny because, like, I'm or interesting to say the least, because I'm in the United States, and you know that, like, it feels a bit weird that that's, you know, normal and allowed, but apparently so. Anyway, so you know, to some people at least, and so yeah, I got a 1-dose vaccine. Very excited. We don't have any of those in the UK, but apparently what we do have also in the UK is there's like a chance. I want to say it's higher if you've had COVID in the past, but like I guess because they're you know, they're not approved for actual use. They're like being used because it's an emergency. At least that's what my booklet told me. I'm not giving you vaccine information. I'm just telling you that I'm sick. I feel terrible. Do you wanna hear more about Toycat whining, or do you want me to start building an end city? That's what I thought. You want me to do the second one of those things? So let's do the second one of those things. Where is the face cam? Do you wanna see my face cam? Okay, here you go. Here's me. Look. Do you like how all of that turned on at the same time? I've got my very, very big glasses on. I didn't want to put in contacts today. I'm mostly sleeping. I can sleep in my contacts, but like there's a limit when you're sleeping for like 12 hours. Maybe you shouldn't do that. And yeah, if you want a live stream that's gonna be fully functional, you know, I've got 100 over on my channel. However, this is gonna be like a little test. I look forward to seeing it later. But yeah, I've just been going in and out. Like, I never get sick. And by never, I mean, like, obviously once every 5 years or something. Like, I'm very, very rarely sick. Thank you for the tip, by the way, General Kenobi, for the $2.99. Also, how's your arm feeling? We enjoy the chats. Wait, I'm curious. Can you still see it on my arm? Oh, you can see, there's a little, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. My arm's too white. There's a lot, you can see it a little bit. My arm is, okay, honestly, this is not normal. I'm going through a particularly bad set of symptoms, probably. You know, do not use me as advice for what you should and should not do with your healthcare decisions. However, I don't know where to build this, by the way. I've got to, like, I should have planned more before the start of the stream, but I just woke up. I'm very sick. It's fine. Again, this is a terrible stream. The cat looks good in glasses. Thank you, Elephant Lover. You know, more people need to be positive about more things. Then the world would be a better place, eh? Okay, so we're going to place the first block down. That was enough work for a while, huh? But yeah, my arm is feeling fine. It literally is. I never get sick, and I have every symptom of sickness, even the ones that I've never experienced before. So I've been going in and out of the chills and feeling dumb hot. Right now, I'm burning. I've turned on an AC next to me, and I'm still on fire. Like, literally, and like last night, I was the opposite of on fire. I was on cold, maybe? I'm not sure what the opposite of on fire is, but I was that. Whatever it is, I was it. And now, okay, you know what? Pillar is not what we want to use. We want to grab another block for this. So I was the opposite of on fire yesterday. Just not, like I was an amount of cold I can't describe. Even when I was like on everything, I've had like a, you know, again, this I can't describe sickness. This is the worst content. Why are you watching this, chat? You have disappointed me. You know, you showing up today. You've really you've showed how low your own standards are. And that disappoint. You need better standards than this. Man complains about many things in the world. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making the end city at 2x scale, because that sounds fun to me. Oh, is it going to be 2x scale or 3x scale? We'll go with 2x scale. So what should be a 2x2 square or a 3x3 square becomes a 6x6 square. Oh, this gets a lot bigger than I was expecting. I apparently, what I was trying to build you know, double as big by default, and I accidentally built this, which, as you can see, is a normal end city. Oh no, even then I would be missing. This is what I thought was a giant end city is actually smaller than a regular one. You know what? Today I learned. Happy anniversary! Sub to you a year ago and didn't regret it. Here's the 10 more. Toycat is yes. I will be like. There's an interesting thing. Whenever I mention this, people are like, "Nah, you're wrong, Toycat." But statistically, I'm right, and I wish it wasn't so. Because you know, especially during these streams, you know, we hang out, we talk a lot. I do feel like there's some bizarre internet connection, as weird as that is to say. And so there is this like certain sadness. Also, thank you, Cheese God, my first donor, because I just got a job. So, yeah, you helped me for an incredibly dark time in my life. Love the glasses, and you're a legend. Hey, thank you. I'm glad you like my glasses. I never wear them. Honestly, glasses are such a scam. Don't you know you can magically fix your eye with a piece of plastic? Do you want to see? I left one around here somewhere. Okay, no, I didn't. I need to turn on my AC some more. You know, why are you not on AC? Oh, it's on heat mode, that's why. That would explain why I'm very hot, maybe. Like, it was still on heat mode, but for like 60 degrees. By the way, I don't understand Fahrenheit at all. What is it? Everyone's always like, oh, well, it's kind of like percent hot. Like, you know, if it's 60 degrees, you're 60% hot. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. So this should be 6 by 6. We can do that. Then there's like a 1 block gap door, right? Is it 1 block or is it 2 blocks? It might be 2 blocks. So 2 blocks becomes 4 blocks. And then there we go. We do this. Everyone looks better with glasses. It's the rule of life. I don't make the rules. I think if you think everyone looks better with glasses, you might be making very broad assumptions here. But you might be I think it's called sapiosexual. Like there is a type of person who's not attracted to like physical characteristics. They're attracted to intelligence. And like for whatever reason, this. By the way, you know, I just want to mention, like I'm not the guy who's like don't do what you enjoy doing because it's historically bad. Like whatever, you know, you be the best version of you that you can be, even if that means, you know, excusing millions of deaths. You know what? You probably have a good reason for doing it. So, what you don't have a good reason for doing, though, I hate to break it to you, is like if you like glasses, you probably like them because people look smart. And if you think people look smart because they're wearing glasses, you can fact check this. This sounds very fake. By the way, did you see that? That is called sapiosexual. Okay, I got it right. Yeah, your attraction points for people come from. Also, thank you, OO. You know what? Maybe I'm crazy, OO. I feel like you became a member yesterday, and I'm embarrassed that I didn't know. By the way, can you hear my my AC? It's making me feel good. I'll come back and watch the stream once it's done. Don't do it. Don't do it, West Spow. you don't want to do that. I'll warn you now. Actually, if we're making this 2 times as thick, maybe the corner pillars should be 2 by 2 as well. Like, go on like this instead. I don't see any reason why not. Okay, so we'll do the same over here. Make the corner pillar over like that. And then this is the corner, I guess, and it goes all the way up. Is this a good use of blocks? Some would say no. Nah, it's probably something about face framing. I don't know. I think that, first of all, face framing is such a dumb sentence. Don't like it. Second of all, like, you don't need to frame your face. You know, you need to frame people who you don't like. You need to frame, I don't know, I want to make more jokes, but again, give me a pass. My friend that has glasses is dumb, says Evie Buns. Exactly, so this is a real thing, you can look it up. In Cambodia, one of the, I forget the name of the guy. He's got a famous name, like Pol Pot, I want to say. And, so, for whatever reason, he was a revolutionary communist in Cambodia, and he had this like almost paranoia of like academics and the, you know, air quotes, elites or whatever. He had this like strong paranoia that they were like gonna come for him. You know, he thought that they were so smart, and they thought they were smarter than him with their, you know. And long story short, he actually did have some valid reasons as to why. Like generally speaking, it is the academics that oppose. Like the worst rules, to some extent. Lots of asterisks on that. I'm not trying to analyze history. I'm just trying to tell you it here. We'll analyze it another time. But basically, he ordered he wanted to kill the people that were like smart, but like obviously, what is an academic? Also, thank you, Home-Based Serenity.
And I'm glad I did. Also, I brought an ocelot.
Okay, so first of all, I'm so glad you found me too. People finding me is what gets me excited. You know, for the Chantals of the chat, people, you know, the Chantals of the chat get excited by glasses, and the you know the me's of the world get excited by people finding me. Even better when people remember me, because again, you know, like I said, the stats say it's kind of like a TV show, right? How many TV shows last for like more than 3 seasons? Like, because people get bored of them. The same premise either gets too dull, or they do something worse and they change the premise too much. People are like, this isn't as good as it used to be. Like, it's this super precarious position that like I don't envy for anyone. Okay, so then we got to go out one more block, I think. It's been a while since I've honestly. This is terrible. I don't know how to make one of these things. I want to say there's slabs going around the corner. Maybe there's slabs going around the corner. Wait, yeah, I think what it is could be wrong here. Is we have like the pillar block goes out starting here. So now this is the corner instead of that. And then additionally to this little block... No, wait, yeah, this block has all of the end stone on top of it. And then out from this... I don't know why I couldn't place a block there for a while. Then out from this, there is the staircase. Maybe. Does that sound right? I can hardly read coordinates when I'm on split screen. Do I need glasses, says Elephant Lover? Almost certainly. Honestly, that's the crazy thing about bad vision. Like, everyone has a moment like this somewhere where it's like, oh, I didn't realize you were meant, like, you don't know you have bad eyesight because it degrades so slowly, and when you have bad vision, you'll, like, make a bunch of excuses for it. And, like, so a lot of people, when they first get glasses, they're like, oh, I didn't realize you were meant to be able to see individual leaves on a tree. Or this one blows my mind when I've got contacts in. I feel like I see slightly worse with glasses, but I think it's placebo. I mean, I was so sure people getting sick after the vaccine was like, oh yeah, your arm hurts, so your body hurts. I'm like legitimately upset that I'm like, you know, this is for you. And you know, do you live in the United States of America? This is for you. I have taken this great sickness all over my body, just for you. You know, assuming you don't want COVID or don't already have it, or you aren't also you know what? It's for you anyway. Internet, just make the font bigger. I don't know if you can do that in Minecraft Bedrock. I feel like the coordinates can't be changed. But yeah, like, not being able to read text in games. I remember, like, I'd play games, and there were so many details I couldn't see. I had to do this, like, you know the gamer stance? Like, you sit back here when you're enjoying, and then when you're, like, into it, you're like this. I had to do that, like, so intensely, just to play games functionally. Like, I couldn't use any weapon that involved aiming in, like, a Call of Duty game or something. Because, like, I wouldn't be able to aim. Okay, so I want to make this a square, probably, right? It's almost certainly a square. So we'll count the number of blocks from this to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 10. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then there's this. So we're already at 3, I think. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Man, this is a big structure. I think building one this size may not have been the most prudent of ideas. And then I guess we'll also do the same over here. Actually, we can just like imagine where the next 3 blocks would go. I can't believe. Oh, by the way, are these corner blocks pillars? I don't actually know. I reckon they're a pillar. I reckon they might be actually, because I've got a lot of pillar blocks, and where else would they go? Okay, we'll do the back ones out of pillars. This is an idea that is flawless. Don't tell me I'm wrong, chat. And then it will look quirky because it's different on each side. Yeah, chat, what looks more correct to you? This or this? Oh, I don't know. Like, this looks wrong, but also if the purple pillars aren't used here, where are they used? My eyes are pretty decent all the time. Oh no, what happened to your contacts? Oh no, it literally is just, I'm gonna sleep after, like, I slept most of this morning and this afternoon, and I'm gonna sleep afterwards. I don't get sick very often, so the trick is just sleep it away, right? Like, you're not gonna be doing anything, you're just gonna be unenjoying your life. So why not just unenjoy your life. Also, I like that you named your ocelot after me. Thank you, Home-Based Serenity. Hey! Wait, I heard the pig step noise. Am I having, like... Did anyone else hear that? Am I crazy? Okay, no, I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I was excited. I thought that was a member. Turns out I'm just an insane person.
I was trying to remember the last time I definitely spiked a fever. I think it was about 5.5 years ago. I had to drive several hours while developing a temp of 103. It did
the
not
brutal thing
feel
about
well.
being sick is like all of you...
Toy cat sad.
Oh, whoa. Was there a gap in that sentence too? Okay, you know what? Thank you, Miss Pat Van Driver Lady. Did you have to drive your van 5.5? Wait, did you have to drive your van several hours? If so, that sounds bad. No, I guess I don't drive enough to know that like driving is a bad thing, in the sense of like while you're sick. Like it makes sense that it would be if you say it. But like to me, it feels like you're alone. There's nothing terrible. Just accept. Actually accept the increased risk for crash. That's other people's problem, not yours. You know, if you a fun fact, if you ever get sick, dying actually will cure your symptoms faster than like I don't know Pepto-Bismol or whatever your equivalent is in America of death. Hey Toy Cat, on my break at Law Firm, I wanted to stop by and say hi. Hey, thank you, McBella. It's cool to me that you work at a law firm. You should give me some legal advice. I mean, I feel like most legal advice would be, please stop. That thing that you're doing, don't do it. Give me some legal advice. I don't know what legal advice means in this context, but I want to hear it, McBella. I'm excited. I will be legally invigorated by this one. I can't drive right now because my brakes are leaking, says Spookgeist. I don't know what that even means, but I'm terrified for it. I am terrified for whatever that means. Also, almost every month I used to develop a bad sore throat and stuffy nose, although since I've been staying at my home for the last year, it's stopped. Yeah, I think most people, like, it's, because COVID is an especially infectious disease, all of the measures that we're using to cut down on that, or almost all of them, not all of them precisely, but don't be a pedantic Perry. But all of the measures we're using to crack down on that are doing like an especially good job on all of the less infectious things. You get me? Like if you cut the rate of COVID infection by a third, you get stable, COVID. It doesn't increase or decrease. If you cut the common cold by a third, then you're going to eradicate it in some amount of time. I mean, it's a half-life thing, so you never eradicate it, but it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. You know what annoys me? Like people not understanding basic maths and then using it to like make out their like opinions on things. Like again, people are like, "Oh yeah, why are we opening things up when we could just eradicate?" And it's like that's not how half-lives work, is it? You don't go from 30 like it's like percent changes are elusive to people, and it blows my mind. Also, this is the weird biome I made. It looks from a distance, it looks not terrible. Also, tip train back from repair. Hey, thank you, OO, for getting the tip train out of the station. Also, how do I get member on iOS? I'm sad, and if I can't, sad I'm Welsh. Hey, Tacos, thank you for the $3.99 Canadian. So I don't believe you can become a member on iOS. You have to do it through the web browser. The reason why is because Apple would take 30% on top of... I think YouTube takes 30% of memberships. It might be less than that. It might be 15. I know they take 30% of super chats. And so, which is why I recommend people use streamlabs.com/toycat, link down below. Wow, look at this. Toycat advocating for his own financial gain. What a terrible person he is. Why would you even do that? By the way, does anyone know where all of my endstone bricks are? Again, I'm missing my Neverite pickaxe. It's been missing I don't know where it is. And I'm also missing some endstone bricks. Are they in here? Oh, they're in here, right? It has to be this. Yeah, there's no way it's not this. Endstone... No. Endstone bricks, though. Actually, this could be something else. This could be... Because there's slabs in there. Ooh. You know what? We'll just take all of these purple blocks. Why do I have so much purple? It's a confusing question without an answer. Yeah, hello everyone. I can't believe you made it live today. I don't know what to say, so I haven't drank Fanta today, says KT. I can't believe you haven't drank Fanta. That is a shock. See, I like that. One of the worries I have is like the longer we go on with this like little live stream experiment, the more in-jokes will develop. And the more of those weird in-jokes will start to be like even more elusive to the outside world. Like, I'm Welsh. I bet there are people who tune in for the first time and they're like, oh, good on him, he's Welsh. I hear they have a fine culture over there. Oh, damn it. I hear they have a fine culture in that country. They've got some good whiskies in Wales. I know that because I once gave my granddad a Welsh whiskey, and he was like, "This is the best whiskey." He said that before I bought it because he said that. Actually, see, if you tell the story that way around, because he helped me out with a bunch of things, and like never expects any. I don't know. You're not. I have like one family member that has like the family member duties on lockdown, and it's my granddad. Good guy. I am still like I'm like being breezed on right now, and I'm like on fire still. I don't understand why, but nothing makes sense anymore, and that's okay. Hey IBX, what's your favorite build in this Minecraft world? My favorite build is definitely, without an ounce of a doubt. So the weather's pretty good today. It's 22 degrees Celsius. And actually, I'm lying, the weather is terrible today. Who wants 22 degrees Celsius? They're cleaning the windows on my building, too. And so I was woken up repeatedly. Because who's sleeping at 2 p.m.? Toycat's sleeping at 2 p.m. Toycat tries to explain sickness. Like, for real, this is a foreign concept to me. And it blows my mind, because I'm not actually sick, right? I'm exhibiting the symptoms of sickness, which is, like, very similar, but, like, key difference. And it makes me realize that, like, oh, everyone gets sick all the time, and it's all for nothing. Like, my body's getting hot then cold to try and kill off this, you know, this virus inside of me. Like, even though the virus is there to help me or whatever. You know, like, all of these things I'm feeling, the sickness isn't doing this to me. My body is doing this to protect me from the thing that I willingly put in my body. Just like you get a piece of paper that says, I willingly put something in my body that made me sick. And now please let me into your countries, friends. Is Big Salmon your favorite build? Big Salmon is definitely up there. Nah, Big Salmon would be my favorite, for sure. Bugcat 1. Also, I'm currently a bit sick, just a mild cough. You know what? We should just kill everyone who's sick. If we find everyone who's sick with something, and just literally murder them, boom, problem solved right there. You know what? This is my controversial, I guess I'm a eugenicist now opinion. Is like, if we were going to be murdering people anyway, like if we knew there was a genocide coming and we had to just pick who do we genocide, you know? I think I'm definitely not on board with gender, sex, race, or location as a way to do this. None of those things are good. But if we had to commit a genocide, again, we were forced to. There was no choice otherwise. I think people with like Huntington's disease or something would be again, I'm not pro genocide. I'm just saying if we were already in the market, like if we were already doing one, that should be the target, right? That's the least bad genocide. I have bad allergies today. Does that count? If bad allergies can be passed on to your children or to other people, I don't think allergies are contagious. But my father died of Huntington's, says Myra V. See, if he died, maybe via a genocide, then you would have been born to a different father, right? Because he would be dead, therefore not committing children. And if he was dead, and therefore you would not have, is it 50% chance if one of your parents has it? It's high, right? Actually, no, I don't want to say it. Seek medical advice. Irrespective of your friendly internet cat's opinions, but there is a high chance of that passing on to you, right? I did not inherit the gene. Oh, I thought there was a test they could do, but most people choose not to do the test. I'm basing this entirely off one episode of House, by the way, but this is 100% of my Huntington's experience. It's a dumb name for a disease. Huntingdon is a seat, a city in the United Kingdom, and a fun fact is the fifth most recent prime minister. No, the sixth most recent prime minister, John Major. That was his seat in Parliament. I bet you didn't know that fun fact. I bet you don't need to, but now you have it anyway. Isn't that beautiful? You know what makes me sad? That, like, American presidents, like, they don't have to be from a particular state. You get me? Like, they can say, you know, like, you know, senators and House representatives and whatever, they all have, like, you know, like, who's the most famous senator? Don't answer that question. We're not talking politics. But, you know, they have, like, a place, right? Like, I can't name senators, okay? I'm sorry. But I feel like they're famous. I feel like they be famous people. And, Huntington, named after the person who found it. Oh, that's cool. It's not Huntingdon. You know what? Today I learned. You know, Dun and Turner said very similarly. But I'm glad you don't have Huntingtons. I see how similar that is. Yeah, I see how someone would make that mistake. Obviously not me. I am flawless and do not make mistakes. But I see how someone else, were they a lesser human being, could make that mistake. Probably Mitch McConnell. Yeah, see, Mitch McConnell is from Kentucky, right? KY. It's either that or the jelly. I'm not sure which. But he's from the state, and therefore, like, he is Actually, you know what? Now I'm saying it out loud. It sounds dumb because, like, he's accountable to, like, his party or whatever as the leader of the Senate. But, like, also I guess he's accountable to, like, a group of people who can unelect him. Whereas, like, you know what? When do you get to unelect the president? Every 4 years? I guess senators are even less than 4 years. You know what? Toycat tries to design a political system, then realizes it actually works pretty well. There you go. You're welcome. I've been thinking about something today. I don't know why, but it keeps coming up in my brain. So, do you think, chat, like one of the basic lessons in economics is that money is fungible? Fungible might be the wrong word. I might be mixing it up with the one that means you can pour water from any... Like, potable is when you can drink water, right? So fungible must be money. But this dollar right here, this $1 I have in person, if you... High Priest donated $1. It says donated, but tip is the word I prefer. You know, I'm the American waitering system, and that is why I get tipped. You know, it's mandatory to tip. If you tip, you're basically stealing my live streams. You monster. That is how that works. You could ask, why not just charge for the streams, Toycat? And you know what? No. I'm gonna not charge for something and then also be upset when you don't pay for it. That is how it works. Oh man, I need to, like, how cold is 66? Because that's the lowest I can get on my, like, I figured, like, I'd give it an extra try, maybe it's been on for a while, it can get colder. How cold is 66 degrees, chat? My server showed up to work sick today, I'm not tipping. I feel like you tip more when your server shows up to work sick today, right? Like, if you have a sick server and they still do a good job, then, like, whoa, good job you. But yeah, so money's fungible, right? And so if you give me $1 and also I spend, I don't know, if I spend $1 on a slice of pizza, you can say, oh yeah, but I don't support you buying pizza, Toycat. But your dollar is helping me to buy that pizza. Like, you can't prevent that because of the nature of money. Even if you want something that, like, annoys me, because a lot of charities claim to do this, even some, like, governmental agencies will try this. So a lot of states in America are especially bad for this. 66 is high teens in Celsius. I can only get down to 18 degrees Celsius. Oh, that's not even air conditioning. That's just we will make it less hot. What a waste of life. Also, hi, upload EarthMC videos. Love EarthMC videos. Thank you, Crazy Cork, says Wendy Ness. Thank you for the suggestion. I like the idea. I don't know if I will, but I don't know what I'll do post as... Actually, wait. I know after this stream, I'm gonna, like... Oh, wait. No, wait. I do know what I'm gonna do. Thank you, Ethan Roche! Thank you for making Pigstep play. I wasn't hallucinating when I heard it earlier. I actually was just seeing into the future. You know, like I feel like most people who have been like future seers throughout history have been people who have been having like mad hallucinations, right? Like you know, the sort of thing we look at now and say that's a mental illness that we should be like looking at. You know, like I was on a train with the craziest I'm not going to say he was homeless, because, you know, homeless is the status of having a home or not. But he had a giant shopping cart with all of his belongings in. So I'm going to assume he didn't have a home. He was, like, a really, really good speaker. Like, if he was selling me a product, I'd be like, wow, you make a good point there, sir. Also, I'm making an end building out of Nev materials, says Gavin Sedlesek. I honestly want to do all of these bad ideas. That's my problem. I need to, like, work on... What I might do is I might do, like, a few streams where we just finish some projects. While we're in this, like, downturn anyway. You know, who's to stop me? Who is to stop me? I like it at 16 Celsius. Standard AC temperature is cool to 72F and then heat to 68F. What does that mean, Ninja? How can you cool to 68? How can you cool to 72 and heat to 68? What does that mean? That doesn't mean anything. Wait, can you turn on the AC if it's colder than... If you turn on the AC to try and get the room down to 66, but the room's at... Again, I'm talking Fahrenheit because my thing doesn't have a Celsius option, because again, Americans live in the Dark Ages and don't know about it, apparently. I'm gonna go get some... I'm doing very good today. I'm doing a great job today, thank you. Wait, chat, would you tip your server more if he was sick? But I guess if he's sick, he's infecting you, right? Like, in the modern age, like, ooh, diseases can be spread from person to person. You know, crazy new world thinking. Also, hi Tocat, have you abandoned geography polls? I have not, Jack Furfag. Is that your real name? That seems like a fake name to make fun of something. Oh, am I really out of endstone bricks? Oh, that seems bad. So we're gonna grab some of these, and you know, all of this together, this probably does the job, right? I have not stopped the polls on the second channel. I don't want to mention it. I've had a secure... Like, logging into my account is going to take, like, an extra, I don't know, 5 minutes. And so I've just been put off from doing it. It'll probably be, like, a week till they return, if I'm being honest with you. I would like that to not be the case. But, you know, I'd like it if, I don't know, the moon wasn't gay. But we can't stop things we don't like. That's the lesson. Also, it would be easy to fake Reader of the Beyond if someone asks a vague question. Yeah, like, most psychics that work in the modern world, they kind of, like, they look for what, you know, they kind of do a bunch of things, and they feel around till they get an answer you want. Because when you go to a psychic, you're like, ooh, I want them... Like, it's that thing from... I mentioned before. Humans will... Also, how's your video about the end void glass floor thing coming along? End void glass floor thing vid. Oh, that's a cool idea. I forgot about it, so... I forgot about it till just now. Thank you for reminding me, Cancerous Attitude. You know, you're called Cancerous Attitude, but your attitude is only sometimes cancerous. A lot of the times, it's very much the opposite of cancerous. Healthy, I guess? You have a healthy attitude, friend. It's confirmation bias. Yeah, no, but, like, the reason we have that is because, again, when someone tells us something, okay, you know what? Let me use an example from myself today, because people like to criticize other people, like, oh yeah, those people who, I don't know, politically disagree with me are stupid. And those people who politically agree with me are all smart, are all very smart individuals who research, you know. There is not a single person who agrees with me politically who isn't a handsome individual, and not a single person who disagrees with me who has well-made points that maybe we should listen to. Ignore that block there. Thank you very much. So, I think an example, you know, like, I could be mean to someone. I'll be mean to myself, though. So, in America, people have been getting vaccinated, like, young people, like, I'm not gonna call people, but, like, loads of people I know have been vaccinated, even though they're 20-something. Because America's not doing it based on, like, age or risk order. They're just like, everyone have a vaccine. Just, let's get this done, you know? Like, I think that's a cool system. If you are American, you need to realize that you're having this debate about whether to have a vaccine or not. Well, the rest of the world is like, plus, Ken has vaccine. You know, but no, Ken not has vaccine. So I know. I don't know if I know an American that hasn't been offered it yet. I think right now you can get it if you're over 16, but I don't know if I know any American that wasn't being vaccinated like a month ago or 2 months ago. Like it was a long time ago that my assistant was vaccinated. Again, I don't understand or claim to understand most things. I just know they be how they be. So my twins are 16 and vaxxed. Exactly. Everyone has it. Excuse my tip. I'm sorry, Ribcage Free. Pick a number between 1 and 99 and I'll donate, says Lucas Tift. Now, I'm doing my own performance review here. 66, because that's the number on my AC. Thank you, Lotus Tift. And thank you, Ribcage Free. I hope you buy another bad thing this money. By the way, keep making bad builds. I love the look of them. You're welcome, Ribcage Free. I love your name. You know, it took a while to grow on me, but Ribcage, you know, like, you're not just any Ribcage. You're the third Ribcage. I'm like the last group to get vaccinated in my country. Yeah, exactly. Like, and it makes sense because, like, it's different messaging, right? In the UK, it's like you're not at any risk. You know, you're going to get a little bit sick. Whereas the people we're going to vaccinate first will die potentially. You know, 30% of the time, or 5 to 10% of the time at the current age groups. Whereas, you know, like it would be very weird if you died if you don't. And you know, like they're doing it based on risk order, which is like smart or whatever. But also at the same time, loads of you know, like. This is like the ethical debate about like, okay, it's fine to do it based on risk order, but then at the same time, a lot of things are like, oh yeah, this event will only work if you're vaccinated. That you can only travel to certain countries if you're vaccinated. And so as a result, like you literally, like in exchange for doing the right thing medically, they're like, you know, screwing young people via everything else. You know, young people who just spent the last year quarantining for everyone else's benefit, mostly not for their own, right? Again, with exceptions if you have a thing. It's interesting societal logic we use. It's different from country to country. My ribs contain the funny. Turn your heating up by 3, says Megan Palmer. You know what? I will torture myself physically, but only in exchange for monetary gain. There you go. That's my rule. It's actually a bad rule. Don't listen to me. How are you doing? I'm doing good, thank you, Afam Nebo. I'm actually doing terrible. I had the worst stream. Let me tell you about how dedicated I am to doing this live stream, even though everything hurts all the time, and all I want to do is be asleep again. So I was sleeping earlier. Again, I was sleeping earlier, right? That's the story. No, so I was sleeping earlier, and I kept having dreams about the stream. My first dream was that nothing would work on my PC. Like, just everything was slowed down. No, I couldn't get anything to work at all. And, like, I was like, but I need to stream. And then I had a second dream. Again, 2 dreams about streaming. This is how you know how important this is to me. Just say it 69.420 or 420.69. 420.69 sounds like a router protocol. Yeah, you look kind of cute in those glasses. Oh, thank you, Viper Bite Yikes. I appreciate that a lot. I mean, do I really? Who's to say for sure? Can you call my name, says Drew Proctor? No. Dream and stream rhyme. Stream and team rhyme. Legime. Oh god, okay. I'm good. Look at this. Actually, is that... I feel... You know, I'm gonna have to Google a picture. I know the next layer, like, goes out a bit, but, like, does it do something else? Okay. End City Minecraft. End City Minecraft Finder? No, just a picture would do for me. Okay, so it's like, oh god, I'm burning still. Like, I'm directly under an AC, and my whole body is just on fire. It won't look... Oh, so did you see the Rubik's Cube video? I did not miss the Unholy Banani. Again, so after yesterday's stream where I was like, I'm not gonna get sick. People are just like, you know, I don't think people are making it up. I just think people have like, if you hear you're gonna get sick from something, again, we have this like bias towards doing the thing. But anyway, so as soon as the stream ended yesterday, I went out for a walk, went to go see the geese. I'm trying to look at geese every day, take a picture every day, do something with those pictures, I don't know what. But you know, you have to like come up with an excuse to keep yourself going geesey, right? So I went out and I was like, I'm fine. And then like I just slowly got less and less fine to the stage where I was like, oh, I'm not. I am objectively not fine. And here I am now, having come back from that. And yeah, so I like throughout the night I just like got progressively worse and worse and worse. And here I am now. Again, I'm your server, showing up to work very sick in a non-contagious way because I care more about you getting your entertainment and / your meal than I care about my own safety, health. I'm not sure what I care about more. See, there you go. Did Harrison get the video done by midnight, Toy Cat? It was done by 48 maybe, I want to say. I could fact check that for you. You know, I could fact check it, but I won't fact check it. You know, fact checking should be done by individuals. No, have you taken any fever reducers that help me? That seems like a smart thing to do. I don't know what a fever reducer is. Nicole! Is a fever reducer a real thing? Can you go get one? Okay, thank you. Okay, problem solved. I'm sorry you can't do the custom amount Lewis Tift. I would love for you to give me $66. But you know what? I understand that you don't want it. It was close enough to midnight for Harrison. It's paracetamol. Wait, Tylenol is a fever reducer? So Tylenol is the American name for paracetamol. Why is it named something different? That's a question I don't know the answer to. Oh, God. The real question that you're asking here, I'm gonna go get some slabs. You know, this exit being like this is kind of weird to me. At the very minimum, I want to do this. You know, because like the entrance bit. Actually, yeah, I guess we can make some changes to.
I've been watching you since 2016, and I've enjoyed your vids so much and inspired me to start a long-term survival realm. Here's my toy tax, kissing face.
Thank you so much for not only the kissing face, but the $35 Textra Voxium. I've been watching you since 2016, and I've enjoyed your videos so much. You inspire me to start a long-term world. I want to say that's like every time I encourage someone to do that is like super cool to me. Is it just paracetamol? Yeah. Oh, you're wrong, Jacqueline. You name things the wrong things. I'm disappointed in you. Okay, I'm good. I already took some. Is fever reducing like the main thing it does, or is that like a weird thing in like part of America where instead of calling it Tylenol they call it that, or is it like, you know, like what is the deal with that? I'm so tired of watching this over and 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 over. Thank you, Alexander Ariteus. Yeah, if you watch enough live streams, you start to realize it's all exactly the same. Toycat complains about tipping. Toycat complains about e-scooter laws. Toycat mentions something about money. Says he's happy that someone started a long-term survival world. Then Toycat slowly dies, like the heat death of the universe. Whew, Tylenol helps with pain and reduces fever. Yeah, if I like paracetamol, just my GF calls things weird because she works in the medical field. To be honest, I have no idea. You know, now you know you can call her out next time. Oh, you trying to help me out there, honey? Oh, you son of a you wrong person. I bet you aren't even good at your job. That's a good thing to say to your loving girlfriend when she tries to help you with an issue. I tend to find. Thank you, by the way. The paracetamol and cold and flu drinks is what reduces the fever. Oh, I love cold and flu drinks, by the way. Like, honestly, those get me excited about life again. Also, thank you, Cancer's Attitude. Are you doing some of your birthday this year? Oh, wait. Sorry, Ribcage Free, I'm having trouble figuring something out. By the way, build and buy bad things. I am building bad things and then using the money to buy bad things. I assure you, I will do that to the best of my ability. And then second part of that is, honestly, YouTube now is such a different game than when I started. like if I give you tips, they'll be wrong. I've tried a few times like my best, but like asking me like you need to find someone like the find a YouTuber who blew up in the last year, and you need to learn from them. You know, right? It's like learning from an old person. No offense, old people of the chat. It's like learning from an old person about like how do you start a career, and it's like, well, it's very different now than it was all those years ago, right? Like everything about it is fundamentally different. It's like the same advice just isn't gonna work because the field like you know, Pookie works in IT and has apparently done so since at least 1999, and like IT is a field that has changed so much since then. I imagine, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she's gonna be like, actually, nah, same thing, exactly. But like every year it gets slightly different because it's one of those fast-moving things. Like again, if you want to work in a cannery, you wanna can up some tuna with your life. Anyway, so the dumb thing that I did today. So the dumb this is again confirmation bias is what we call it. But again, it's that thing where we just like, if we like the answer, we'll just accept it as truth. If we don't like the answer, we'll fact check it a bit too much. And that's a problem with humanity or something. So the thing I did today is, so everyone I know has been vaccinated in America. Why is that true? Crazy stuff. That's why. And so one of Nicole's friends
Figured out how to change name. $. Wishing you luck in life. And since my oldest granddaughter is just 3 years younger, you're the parasocial grandson I don't have. I value you.
First of all, I think that's cool. Like I know it's like a little bit of like, I don't want to say tongue-in-cheekness, but like it's a little bit of like, let's go. But like I really do think that's cool, Grandma Bonnie. They're like, yeah, you get to experience, you get to see my life and all the dumb ups and downs from the same perspective. You get to see it from the same perspective as your granddaughter. I'm sorry, my brain isn't working today. And that actually is kind of cool, right? So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that explains that one. And so okay, don't worry, words are happening right now. I'm getting them out there. I really appreciate it. I'm finding the words. Thank you so much for not only the big tip, but a Streamlabs tip. If you want, okay. So again, I want someone to do this just for the curiosity of it all. But I'm just saying, if you know, because you know, one of the things about grandchildren, again, it actually depends on the age differentials. Like my grandma's actually in not great health. Like she's so my grandma is like 15 years younger than my granddad. Again, because they're grandparents, it's not weird, but maybe it would be weird if they weren't. Anyway, so I'm trying to stay on point here. This isn't sickness. This is just me not being good at staying on one point. But inheritance is like the big thing that people talk about, right? Because like, oh yeah, the age differential is such that the biggest benefit you can leave them is when you. I want someone. Again, I'm not saying you. I'm very deliberately saying anyone out there, any age, write IBX Toycat into your will. Because like first of all, not a concern. It's like after you're gone, there's no like concern to it. But I want to see like if they could find, I want to see if they could come and find me and like do that just based on IBX Toycat. Don't write Andrew Andrews in there. Like IBX Toycat off YouTube channel. You leave a link. My grandmother accidentally spent $88 on paper on Wish. Bonnie T there knowing how to use YouTube. Yeah, whenever I find people who are like any age above 40, no, any age above 50, and can use like any part of the internet successfully, I'm always like, that's like good job. That's a brain that is like still going, right? I'm not getting my inheritance anytime soon, is what I'm saying here. So I may or may not do that, says Adorable Ho. Please do. I am so writing it now, says Megan Palmer. So if you look into this, by the way, because I've got a very silly will. I'll share it with the internet sometime, maybe. But I've got a very silly will. Let's let's leave it at that for now. And I looked into what like legally constitutes a will, just so like, because again, it's the sort of will that like if anyone tries to contest, like they could find. So I tried to make sure it was legally binding. You need at least 2 witnesses who are not beneficiaries of the will. If they're a beneficiary, they'd have incentive to fake it. No one really has an incentive to fake what happens after you die if they're not, or them or someone they know, or it can be someone they know, but like them or someone they have a close tie to is going to do it. So make sure. Oh, I need to make this bigger because, let's not think about it too hard. But so make sure that they're not a beneficiary of the will. And make sure they watch you signing it. And then also, you have to make sure that every single person in your life who you would be expected to leave something to is in there somewhere. That's like a tip for writing wills that like I learned, and I was like, oh yeah, like if for instance, if you have children, and you don't even leave a reference to your children, it can be assumed that you are like forgetting about them in the moment, and they can argue for some, they can argue. But if you write, I give $1 or $88 or $7.70, you have to give them something, or say explicitly. Again, it's a riskier decision. Wait, why are there purple blocks here? Am I crazy, or should there not be purple blocks here? I'm not crazy. Why are there purple blocks here? So yeah, it's called consideration, I think. No, that's something else. I'm crazy. Don't listen to me. I think that's a life pro tip. And because if you don't have a will when you die, it's just automatically distributed to your next of kin. I want to say if they can't find your next of kin because you're like you're the end of your line, you don't have parents that are alive anymore. They didn't have if they can't find next of kin, eventually the government just takes it. It's a very long process they go through to find people. Oh god. But it's worth mentioning that at some point, should I use pillar blocks for these? Yeah, let's use. Chat, what do you reckon? Pillar blocks for like the. Oh, that's not a correct pillar block. But like for reaching the floor of this biome. Actually, I kind of like that you can go under it right now. I like that it's kind of on stilts, So we'll. Did I do that? Yeah, we'll do purple blocks around and then some pillars. Bro, he just placed them black. Lol, what? Did I really just place them back? I'm in 100% reasonable state of mind. Okay, this story that I've been trying to tell for at least an hour now. Okay, so one of Nicole's friends said that the thing that helped most was ice cream. She said a bunch of other things, but like ice cream was the one where I was like, oh, I love ice cream. I'll get ice cream if it helps with the symptoms I'm feeling. Yes, I'll eat some ice cream. Didn't look into it once. Didn't go, it's ice cream. And I had ice cream for breakfast. I am living the dream. Oh, by the way, the best thing about being sick, like I don't ever get sick, so again, but I do always have an appetite. Not an appetite in the sense that like I'm hungry. The appetite in the sense that like I'm always bored and I just want to eat food. Food is the most exciting thing. If I had an unlimited stomach and it wouldn't have like negative effects on me. By the way, what does an entity look like on the inside? I think we need to find that out before we can go any further. Oh, I'm sweating so much. I just felt right now. I hope you didn't see that because that was the grossest thing. Living like a queen. So Kat, you look so sexy in those glasses. I should wear the glasses when I'm talking about authoritative things and like I'm trying to seem smart. So, well, yeah, I'll see that. I don't know what I'm doing here. I didn't think through this joke beyond taking off my glasses, then putting them on to say, food is good except when you have a stomach virus. Stomach viruses are a lie. Also, you like one of my tweets for some reason. Also, I'm schizophrenic according to you. You are slightly schizophrenic. Cancerous attitude. It's fine. I'm not. You're not actually. I think we misuse schizophrenic. Like we kind of use it to mean like mixed personality. I want to say that's actually called multiple personality disorder, MPD. Could be wrong. I mean, I'm wrong about lots of things. I'm wrong about ice cream helping you when you're sick, probably. Like ice cream's what you eat when many people are claiming you as fictional offspring, but I'm the OG internet mom. By the way, I got my PC in 1987. I've been programming for fun and profit since 1995. Here is your allowance. Wait, one sec. Let's it's on screen now. You can see it. You are the OG internet mother. See,
Many people are claiming you as fictional offspring, but I am the OG internet mom. By the way, I got my PC in 1987 and have been programming for fun and profit since 1995.
so
Here is
either
your
I
allowance.
either I underestimated your age, or you got that PC when you were incredibly young. And that's like cool to me. Like 1995, I can't even imagine the programming languages that were around at the time. Like the first time I looked into stuff was like 2007, 2008, and then I was like, this is hard. I can't do this, and I gave up on life. By the way, it's called dissociative identity disorder now, not MPD. Oh damn it! I had something. It's called DID now. What did they do to that? What did they do to it? I'm disappointed. What does the inside of one of these things look like? It's been so long since I saw the inside. I just look at the outside, you know? You know, we don't need to see the inside. I need to have stairs up to the next level. That's my problem. You know, I'll design my own interior. I think, like, having the outside be the same is fine. But we can make our own inside, right? So we'll have, like, a staircase along the side wall, because I'm quirky that way. And then we'll have a little gap, because again, I'm quirky. And then, there we go. Look at that. That was good. I actually think the gap should be longer. I think it should be like 3 blocks. Let's replace those. So we'll have like 3 slabs or something. Shouldn't be using slabs. I have so few of these. Hey, thank you, Ilias Lawson. It's been a while. Elias. Elias. You know, I don't know how I say your name. I don't know how anyone says your name. But I do know that it's good to see you. I've been listening to you at work. Glad you're not feeling too bad. I love the glasses. How's the trip going? It's good. Like, my stomach. I'm either hungry or my stomach hurts. I'm not sure which of the two it is. Oh, by the way, chat, I need to know, does anyone else have that where, like, they can't tell the difference between hunger and stomach pain? Because I genuinely never know. I want to know, and I don't know. And I want to know if that's normal. Okay, let's go look at it. Let's go find a picture again. I think the inside floors are made from purple. Yeah, they're probably made from purple. So we'll have like a little purple floor around here. We're also going to pick up these stairs. Would hate to miss out on those. I do all the time. Yes, I can't tell between hungry and bored. I mean, I can tell between hungry and bored. I choose not to pay attention to it. You know, like, you get me? You get me. I'm glad that's not just me, by the way. I was so worried, like, I was like that dysfunctional with food that I can do it. Bro, it's stomach pain from being empty stomach. You gotta fast sometime, clear it out. Wait, if you fast, you clear out stomach pain from an empty stomach? Yeah, I've always wanted to fast, honestly. I wanted to eat pizza fast. That's what I mean. Oh, my stomach hurts bad. Yeah, I was bragging about how I didn't need to eat anything besides ice cream today. I had a little bit of beef and rice for lunch. And then I had a smoothie. But I guess I'm hungry. I'm gonna go order food. Give me a second. Wait, in the meantime, everyone enjoy this. Should I do the be right back screen, actually? You know, I'll just throw chat on screen. Wait, chat, entertain yourself. Here you go. Do your best to make yourself exciting. And then we'll switch the camera. Huh, is there a thing going through my... Oh, that's the straw in my drink. I thought that was like a visual disturbance or something. I'll be right back, internet. how have you been entertaining yourself, chat? Wait, I can check the metrics and see how good or bad a job you did. So I'm going to the viewers. When I left, let's say it was 2 minutes ago I left. Oh, it doesn't tell me time. Oh wait, so in the last 2 minutes, we've gone from 493 viewers to 490. Chat, you made 3 people leave, and I'm disappointed in you. You are not entertaining, chat. Oh, I've gotta switch this back. Hello, how are you? Did you like that, by the way? Just the one button. I like it a lot. I made a video using it, and I'm like, ooh, production value, even though it's like entirely unnecessary to the video. We set the house on fire. You did in fact set the house on fire, and I'm disappointed. Oh, thank you. Will you do one more big mining thing before the cave update? 1.19 end update. I have to psych myself up for mining a mountain. So I'll probably do more like... I've got a lot of blocks to use that I'm going to try and use before them. Like, I like the idea of... Actually, no, I do have one more idea I want to do before the cave update. I don't like talking about ideas before I do them. Because, like, you know, it's that thing where, like, it's better to... You know, it's better... Under promise, over deliver. Yeah, that's the version of that. I think that's the better way to do things. So, like, don't expect anything from me. I might never upload ever again. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Exactly, this was going on while you were gone. Watch the mountain you find be over 1,000 blocks long. I don't want to destroy the entire thing. I just want to, like, destroy a perfect, like, hole in it. Or something like that, you know? Like, an entire mountain range. That's insane. Actually, no, wait, the amount of iron I'll get for destroying an entire mountain, I won't need an iron farm anymore. So there's that going for me. Maybe kind and replace the incorrectly placed block in your floor. No. I'm sorry, Eric Light. I want to, but also I don't. I can't do that for you. Look how perfect my floor is, chat. Look how perfect it is. Do you listen to any podcasts? If so, what ones? I do listen to podcasts. I always feel worried about recommending podcasts, so I'm sorry. I liked Hello Internet a lot when that existed. I found that to be a good podcast. Other than that, what podcast do I listen to? I watch most of my podcasts on YouTube, which is a problem. Because, like, it is a problem. Let me tell you why. Hey Toy Cat, do you ever explore creative when reviewing subscriber rounds? I don't see why not. I find survival places are much more interesting to more people, myself included. And that's why we focus on that. But like, you'd always send it to me. Oh, I probably have to do one for... I have to do one of those videos soon. I should get around to that, huh? Should get around to that. What food did you order? Oh, I didn't actually order food. The place... Okay, you know, this made me sad. The place I wanted to order from on Uber Eats... Should I... You know, or other food delivery apps are available. I just find Uber Eats is really good at, like, when you travel, it, like, knows how that works. Whereas, like, Postmates only works in America, for instance. Like, it's dumb. Why? Like, I had to like log into the US version of the App Store to download Postmates, even though I'm here in America. But because my phone is registered in the UK, they wouldn't let me download their app. They suck. DoorDash is the one everyone complains about with like stealing your tips to pay the driver. And if I just end up not tipping instead, people are like, well, that's worse. Just because they take your tips and do bad doesn't mean you shouldn't tip. And it's like, well, that's exactly what that means, isn't it? And so no debates about whether you should pay a bounty. You know, whether maybe maybe it should be included in the price. But you know, that's like it's the most. You know, I don't. There's no such thing as good service in food delivery. People are just so used to like, oh, when you pay for food, you pay the person who gives it to you extra. Like, let's be honest. At least in a restaurant, you can argue, oh, it incentivizes them to be good. What is good delivery? What does that mean? Like, not messing it up. You get me, right? Like, what? I every single time food gets there, and it's like when it's not delivered, you get a refund. When it is delivered, they've done the best job they could do. You know, like it's because of COVID times, it's all leave at door, right? There's no have a long extended conversation where they convince you the merits of their case. You know, right? I don't understand. It's all very crazy, and I do it anyway because I'm a social pleb. But you know what? Disappointed in myself. I have a solution when it says they're about to get to your street. Leave some money out. Honestly, that's I think it's called tip baiting, because the more you offer to, like, on some apps, I don't know which ones, the more you the tip, because the way drivers see it is they just see like they just get offered an amount for the delivery, and the more you it's unrelated to your service fee. It's just like the amount. If you tip them, it will increase that amount, and so they're more likely to accept your offer. But you can then change it after the fact. And it's like, well, first of all, that's like that is like offering someone an amount of money and then paying them less. Like I wanna, you know what, can I, like, I would actually argue that is, you know, yeah, I'm gonna argue that's stealing, because if you go to the store and they say apples are $1, and then you leave 89 cents on the table, have you actually stolen, like, and you know, they buy those apples for 50 cents each. Have you actually stolen for paying less than the price that they're asking for? Because, you know, stealing we interpret to mean you took the goods, or you took the money, or you took whatever else. Is it stealing to just pay less? You know, like, you're still paying them. They're still getting compensated for their time, just not as much as you thought they would. Please get poutine. I'm not in Canada, Steve Benson, although poutine is delicious. One of the few foods that I don't think you can find in London is poutine, by the way. Oh, by the way, speaking of poutine, I'm going to be Putin my order on an app real quick. Let me tell you about the, is it the paradox of choice, or is it the... Yeah? One sec. Sorry? Okay, so that was like the most needless thing. I was like, you know, must have had Taco Bell. He keeps going, says African Elephant. Hey, that's fun. Did you ever find out why Uber Eats disappointed them? Uber Eats disappointing me. Oh, so there was there's this restaurant, looks very good, very excited to order. And they have like I just want to all I ever want is a slice of pizza. Why is everyone always eating a whole pizza? It's fine. Like, a whole pizza is such a big commitment though. I just want a slice. I want pizza, but I don't want it to be my whole meal or 2 meals, because a whole pizza, let's be honest, that's a big meal. That's like, you have to eat less for other meals to compensate for that. Why is that also look, it's just black fruit there, that's very weird. But why is that the normal amount of pizza that people eat? That's dumb. I don't understand it. And like personal pizzas, they're not real pizzas. So I want a slice. I want to go in halves or quarters or 6 or 8s or even 16ths with a bunch of random strange. A whole pizza is literally like 5 meals. Right? It's true. That's just the facts. That's just the knowledge that is true. Anyway, so I don't like Uber Eats. McDonald's delivery is £3, while Just Eat is $1.99. I think Just Eat in the UK is definitely better than Uber Eats if they have the same choices available. Like, it's cheaper. But I find it, again, Uber Eats is like got the it's got the now that they've like locked down their customer service game, they've got the better app in my opinion. It's the good go-to if you want to get food delivered. A whole pizza is 2 meals at most. Again, I know this varies from person to person. Like some people, like a meal is a meal. Some people, I have no shame in admitting, like, I used to get 2 pizzas and just eat both pizzas and call that a meal. Also, great, now I need pizza. I only eat a quarter of pizza when I do have it, which isn't very often. See, right, the slice change, like the pizza by the slice changes the whole game. No longer do you have to go, oh, do I want 5 meals or 1? You can go, oh yeah, I want to have like a little, a slice is just, if it's a nice slice, it can be a snack, or it can be a lunch. It can be a breakfast, right? A slice of pizza is a perfect breakfast to start the day. Suddenly, instead of like this giant commitment that like, you're gonna leave it out and then you're gonna reheat it and it's gonna, you're gonna die from it or something. Suddenly it's like, oh yeah, I go to the pizza place and I get the amount of pizza I want now. And if I want more pizza later, I just go back and I get it then. And then some people are like, oh, but it costs $3 for a slice and it's $15 for a whole pizza and you get 8 slices of the pizza, so money efficiency. And I totally understand that, like, that for some people, that is the more important thing. Is like, but like, I would argue, it's this false economy thing, right? If you, just because you can eat a whole pizza, doesn't mean you should or want to, Like, I mean, I guess everyone wants. Oh, Jesus! My phone started ringing. Okay, I'm gonna go again. I'm sorry for that. Actually, I'll just finish the stream. I'll come out when I finish the stream. Didn't you eat an entire pizza the day of the 11-hour stream? Even then, that was a medium pizza. That was like 8 slices or something, and that was me eating a whole day's worth of food ahead of time so that I could do the 11-hour stream, right? Like that was smart. Oh, I shout, "Oh Jesus!" when my phone rings too, says Silica. The worst part of the phone, the worst part by such a wide margin is the phone. Why? I genuinely would like to, like, there's so few phone calls I have where I'm like, this was an addition to my life. I get phone calls from my estate agent being like, oh, please phone call someone else because blah 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 blah. I'll get phone and they're just, just being pushy basically. I'll get phone calls from marketers. I'll get phone calls, it's terrible. There's not a single phone call in my life that adds value to it. Mate, don't get me started. Your phones don't ring enough. Like a phone call is just someone is deciding that your time is theirs now, and I don't know that I like that. I don't know that that's the way I would choose these things. You also have enchanted shears. I mean, you've got to have enchanted shears, right? It's essential. It's a key part of your life, LLP triple. Also, the delivery person has no pen, then they forfeit their tip because I feel that's basically their one job. Says Fusion Warrior. Wait, why would they need a pen? Like I'm genuinely confused. Like, when your delivery driver comes, you have to write things for them. Like you write them a little. Like what am I doing delivery food wrong, or are you doing it wrong? Or is this like one of those pre-pandemic things where like they have a little credit card reader and you swipe at the, like what's all of that? Every time you start a stream, our time is yours though, says David Solomana. See, right, but you can choose to leave at any moment, and the great thing about it is like, there's no like, you're not like locked in, right? I like if you choose to stay. I appreciate that, but it's like making a choice usually, right? Unless you fall asleep, in which case it's not making a choice. I don't know. It's this like insanity to me that we just accept this. You have to write out the tip, total, and sign. Really? Is that what are you? Really? That doesn't seem correct. Like, I guess you're thinking of like ordering from a restaurant where you pay by the. Oh wait, no. How does that work? Because they have your card details on the phone. Why would you? This is too much. I'm sorry. This is too much. I find this all to be insanity. I think an interesting thing about the tip system is like you're basically subsidizing the food of people who don't tip. Like, and, you know, like, assuming, you know, I guess we're assuming efficient markets for that to be possible, but like, assuming an even somewhat efficient market, assuming there is like any level of efficiency to the way that like people choose their jobs, which I choose to believe there is, maybe naively. Okay, so if these are 2x2 blocks, then this block becomes a window, I think. That's how I interpret that. And then so does, you know what, let's get out there. It's getting dark. I don't want creepers to spawn in here. I've got enough issues in my life right now. I've got 2 projects that are due next week, but I'd rather watch your streams than actually getting work done, says Ethan Shields. Yeah, I've had the worst procrastination recently. And the worst thing is like, I set today up as like, okay, this is my first not leaving the house day. I'm just working on stuff, and then I get sick, and it's like, do I get to add that to my procrastination pile, or not? You know, like what, you know, like, am I really sick, or is it a convenient excuse? Fusion Warrior, it's totally normal here in NYC. I just had a donut at the Donut Pub on 14th Street, says David Solomano. Oh, that's crazy. I don't know if I've uploaded this, and that's not a coincidence. But I've got a video of me eating a cronut from there that I'm doing something with soon. That's a crazy coincidence, huh? Also, crazy coincidence you live in NYC. Fusion Warrior, we live in the same place. How about that? If you live in a city though, like, you know, like, I feel like ordering delivery that's not via an app, like, you're missing out. Like, that's the best bit about living in a... I guess we have to do a window here as well. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Mine that out. And then maybe on the front as well. Are there windows on the front of End Cities? I genuinely don't know. Lol, nice. That is nutty. That's one of those, I guess, facts. Wait, yeah, purple glass. Or magenta. Magenta is a fake color, and I'm just telling you about that now. But yeah, so money is fungible. Okay, I'm finishing this one point. So chat. If someone is like, if someone has 500, if you give someone $500 and they already have $500, so then after you give them $500, they have 1,000, right? If you give someone $500 and they then buy food, which costs $500, and they buy an iPhone, which costs $500, my price points are very good here. Don't question them. Very accurate, I know. But if that's the case, right? If that is how, why are the windows here so much? Is the floor higher down there or something? Okay, anyway, so hypothetically, right, in my imaginary scenario I've just made up. Oh, that's not correct. If you give someone $500 and they use $500 to buy food and $500 to buy a phone, have you bought their food or have you bought their phone? Would you, like, right? Because this comes up a lot in debates about, like, oh yeah, there are these people who are receiving XYZ assistance, but also they own luxury goods. And people always defend it by being like, oh yeah, well, I mean, like, everyone needs luxury goods and they're buying those regardless. But like, which of those two things have you actually bought them? Or would you argue you've bought half of both? You've contributed $250 to their food fund and $250 to their, you know, their. I don't know why iPhone is the example, but it's always the one people use when they're like trying to decry these people. But it's one of those like interesting like fungibility things, right? Like you can argue both ways, but like everything is incorrect. You just and like everyone has like a slightly different like take on that question, I think, which I always think is interesting. Also, it has windows, but they're 1 wide by 2 tall, says Audrey. Oh, I probably need to make them taller then. Wait, there's no way they're 2 tall. Wait, I think they are actually. No, wait, they are. At least on the upper floors. So we'll make it like 2 by 3, maybe? I went to New York City and cried myself to sleep one night because I hated it so much, says Daniel Harms. Oh yeah, the first time I came to New York, I really did hate it there. I was not a fan. Oh, the blocks that I fixed, or didn't fix earlier. We got them now. I make it... Also, Jake Jameski, the first stream, I was wearing a white shirt and glasses too. I bought this shirt in America, and it's a dumb shirt, but like, I have it anyway. And I hope it was the same white shirt, because I don't own many white shirts. Is it called a shirt if it's a t-shirt? We're not going to question that right now. You fix them, then unfix them. You know, I tried my best. I didn't buy them anything. I gave them money. It's not mine anymore. See, right? That's the healthy attitude. That's a healthy attitude to have, right? That's the like belief you need to have in your brain. Like, you're not buying anyone anything. You're giving them money, which is the gift. But the point that this like comes up to me is being interesting. Make the building 2 times its normal size. You got to make the windows 2 times their size. Also, love the buildings. Love your streams. Yeah, I thought the windows were 1 by 1, so I made them 2 by 2. But if they're 2 by 1, then I have to make them 4 by 2. I want to go 3 by 2 though. I think it'll be prettier if we go like, you know, like instead of this, we go like this. Right, that to me looks normal. My sister's house is burning down, so I got her phone and subscribed to IBX ClickCat. Oh, it's one of those people who's like, got my profile picture and name as a big YouTuber. Why are the stairs only 1 block wide? We don't ask questions about these things, okay? The funniest thing about your unfunny puns is it's something I could have said. We kind of have the same sense of humor. You know what? Your sense of humor is terrible then. You should be ashamed of yourself for laughing at those things. Okay, so next up, we're gonna move to a different wall here. This one seems fine to me. Gonna place our blocks along it. Yeah, and then we do our little window over here next. Yep, seems correct enough to me. Oh no, am I out? Okay, I've got glass still. So there's a window over here. 1, 2, 3. We might even need to add another window to this, truth be told. We might even need to. So, so the interesting thing to me is, right, so, I've probably mentioned this before, and maybe it shows that I'm bitter about it, because I kind of am. Okay, so, when I was younger, I had a GameCube. And then for my, I can work out my 11th birthday, I got an Xbox. It was the year before the Xbox 360 came out. I kind of regret it, truth be told. But then my mother kind of like guilted me into like, oh, you should give away your GameCube. Your cousins really want one, and I like my cousins a lot, and like it took a bit of convincing, but I was like, okay, you know, if they really want a GameCube and I have this other machine anyway, I guess I could do that. And so I gave them the GameCube, and I think I gave them all of my games for it as well, because like, what am I going to do with those games otherwise? And you know what upsets me? Like, genuinely like, to this day, I'm like, I don't know, I'm not like upset with them, I'm upset with the concept of giving, I guess, because I guess I wasn't fully on board with it. But to this day, I'm upset because what they did, what my cousins did is I don't know how soon afterwards, but it was like 3 months later I saw them, and they had, again, maybe this is like building all the envy or whatever else in there. But what they done is they sold the GameCube and all of the games to buy an Xbox 360. But you know, the thing that I wanted in the first place. Anyway, upset about, you know, not upset about, but like regretted by it. Like, chat, am I allowed to feel that way? Also, Vixen XP, thank you for becoming a member on the channel. Welcome to the Cool Cat Club. Are you going to add shulker boxes to the outside? Oh, that's a cool idea, isn't it? That's a fun idea. I like that as a way to get shulkers here. But like, GameCube are greater than cousins. Also, yeah, greater than a £10 tip, this text to speech. I would have felt so cheated if that happened to me as a Dobroho. But like, can I actually feel cheated? I gave them a GameCube, right? I did, you know, that was my choice. I had the, you know, it was my, I mean, again, it was pressured, but like, let's say it was fully my choice. And I chose to give them that, you know, I chose to give them a thing, but then they sold which had like some sentimental value to me. You know, like I liked all the GameCube games I had. Like, that was my favorite console probably growing up. Like, I think the game console I played most was the GameCube, like growing up. And then like, obviously I'm going to be using it less because I've got the new console or something. It was honestly, to this day, like, it's one of those, like, it might be one of the all-time greats as far as consoles go. It's more of a grudge against your past self than your cousins. It was a gift driven under duress. Your feelings are justified. Yeah, one of the worst things to me, like, this is like going back to like one of, like, it still kind of gets me now, is like, someone being generous on someone else's behalf makes me like genuinely angry. Like, and it probably goes back to this situation, maybe at once, but like all the time it was like, oh yeah, so you know, XYZ's coming around, so you're gonna give up your bed for them. And it's like, what do you mean? That's not me being generous. That's you being generous by taking away things from me, you know. I don't know. Yeah, again, I should just be like, oh, it's fine. You know, it was a long time ago. But like, yeah, like the idea of like giving up something. Yeah, now, you know, I'd say now like I'm a functional enough adult. Functional enough. Definitely doing the heavy lifting in that sentence. But like it's like, you know, it's fine enough now. But like at the time, it was like that's not how you don't get to feel good. Why are you taking the niceness from this? Like, oh yeah, well, that'll totally be that. Giving up niceness on someone else's behalf is like a painful point for me. How long after they sell it? It was within the next 3 months. I don't know. I just like got there and I was like, oh, how'd you get this? And they're like, oh, we sold the GameCube. And it's like, but the what do you mean you sold? I don't know. It was a confusing thing to me, and still kind of is, right? Like maybe because of the intermediaries, like I packed it all up. I was like, oh yeah, this game's like, maybe because of the intermediaries, they just thought like, oh, it's this terrible thing I don't want anymore. Do whatever you want with it. Maybe that's what that is. But it depends on whether or not they're 360 red ringed. Oh, they're 360 definitely red ringed. Oh wait, can I tell you something even sadder? Like this is why I can't hate my cousins too much in the exchange. They after they sold my GameCube and all of my games, by the way, all of my games, all of, and you know, like, you know, when you sell games, they'll give you like a quid each or something. Like it's ludicrous how much money is lost. Oh, why didn't I sleep? It's ludicrous how much money is kind of lost when you sell games in particular. Like, it's a very expensive thing to sell, or very, you know, however you want to say that. You don't get the true value when you sell things. But even once they sold everything, because it was a GameCube, they only had enough money to buy an Xbox 360 and maybe one game, but they didn't have enough money to buy a memory card. And so what they had to do is, like, again, this is like sad to me. It's like, this is, you know, people like get sad about poverty, and it's like, oh, these people can't even afford to have a sofa. I don't feel any twinge of like, oh no, you can't have a sofa. How bad must your life be? But the saddest thing to me, this is like, you know, this is like the sort of thing that gets me emotive. Like, you know what, we need to fix this. Is like, they didn't have a memory card, so they just had to, or like a hard drive was the alternative. So they had to just, like, every time they loaded up the console again, they had to start again. And it's like Halo 3 or something. So it's like an involved campaign, and it's like hours worth of effort, and then when they reset it, it's gone. And it's just, it was, everything about that story just makes me like sad. You know, it makes me sad that there's not more money in the world. You know, why can't everyone have all the nice things all the time? Am I right? I'm hungry, so I'm gonna end this stream, because I don't think I've done anything for a while. Don't remember, did you light up under the obsidian? That's a good question, Dazed and Confused Sean. Let's find out. Also, voluntary tax, thank you so much. Ender Star, it's good to see you. Again, it's kind of an interesting thing whenever, like, so Ender Star's been editing a few videos recently, because of some interesting things going on. And one of those interesting things is me coming to America. Yeah, I didn't light it up fully under here. I probably should, right? I probably should. Oh, I don't have any torches on me. Not a single torch. But yeah, like, in a way, I paid you, and then you are, like, you know, like, if we use, like, the gift theory of, like, people just give each other money, they can do what they want with it, it's that. But if you're, like, actually looking at the tangible circumstances that are changing, also don't feel bad, Halo 3 was arguably one of the worst ones. Isn't Halo 3 regarded to be one of the best ones? It's like the last good one, right? Like, some people prefer Halo Reach, I think, but I liked Halo Reach. But I liked Halo 3 just as much, I think. I didn't play much Halo 3. I had a friend who was obsessed with Halo, and so I couldn't like it because I'm a dumb contrarian that can't have feelings that are independent of other things. So Cat, help me, why don't your hearts flash when you take damage? Legit triggering me. Because I'm just too good at taking damage. Also, bye, have a good evening. I said good night last time, but I forgot how close to my time zone you are. Good night to you as well. I hope that the bed bugs do in fact not bite. And oh, I had a whole shulker box here that I just never placed down. Oh, there was endstone brick in there all along. See, I'm gonna get back to this soon, probably, maybe. Or maybe I'll forget about it forever and it'll just look like this. So Kat, if we like pizza, why don't you hate pizza since you're a contrarian? You guys are all fake pizza lovers, that's why. No, pizza is an overrated food. It's just that people rate it as like a 11 out of 10, and it's actually just a 10 out of 10. Get me? Maybe it's even a 9.5 out of 10. But that's me being a contrarian. So thank you very much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed it, and have a good day, unless you die in a house fire, in which case your day might be slightly down. Honestly, having a house fire would be good. A fun fact is my girlfriend had a house fire, and it was great for her. She got all of her belongings replaced with like better versions of those same things, right? Because you just get a cash settlement to buy the things. Like having a house fire is great. Honestly, subscribing to me might be a sacrifice you're making, and I appreciate you making that sacrifice for me. But I've got to go. Goodbye. And here's what I look like. By the way, here's a fun fact: when I wear contacts, like when I'm not wearing contacts, you can tell I'm not because of how like unfocused my eyes are, right? Like I'm just looking around like blind and lost and confused. It's very strange stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Oh, am I streaming? Let's find out.